As we shift from the fiery, bold, and outwardly radiant sign of Leo, we are invited to embrace the grounding and realigning mutable earth sign of Virgo. The energy of this season teaches us to tend to our health, our home, our habits, and our thoughts. An invitation to pause, assess, realign, and readjust. This can be a practical cleansing, reorganizing, and simplifying of our personal space and our daily rituals and routines. Virgo governs the digestive and nervous systems. This energy encourages discernment to eat nourishing foods and listen to our gut intuition. Being an earth sign and ruled by the planet Mercury, Virgo energy blends the mental and the material. Virgo energy is very detail-oriented with a drive for refinement, which is not about being perfect, but about being true. Virgo is associated with the 6th house, known for responsibility, health, service, and daily routines. A great time to readjust our daily health routines and schedules and listen to our bodies and inner knowing to recalibrate towards greater harmony and vibrance. Hello, my name is Shannon. Thank you so much for joining me today for this Virgo-themed practice. I really love Virgo season, and I do relate a lot to the energy of Virgo. My moon is in Virgo. I have several of my planets in Virgo, and I especially relate to the tendency to strive for perfection, and I can put that in quotes because there is no perfect. In fact, the description of my channel says, "Welcome to my perfectly imperfect channel," sort of a reminder to myself that I can put things out there that are not perfect. So our mantra for today will be, I flow with attention to detail, but release the unattainable desire to be perfect. So even with yoga, we do poses and there are some attention to detail things that we want to really think about when we're in the poses. And that there's other things that are flexible depending on your body and how it feels to you. So we're going to be thinking about that today as we go through this short practice. And as it said in the intro video, Virgo is also a lot about our health and our routines. And you can also kind of release the desire to have to always have a long workout. This is going to be a little short practice. And sometimes it's nice to just do a little short practice to reset and get going with your day. And the other thing it talked about in the intro was the fact that Virgo is related to our digestive system. So you often hear people say, I just had a gut feeling. So it's not just about digesting our food, it's about digesting our thoughts and our emotions. So our other mantra will be, I listen to my gut intuition and redirect for my higher good. So we're going to start today in this easy seated pose, one hand on our belly, one on our heart, and we're going to take some deep diaphragmatic breaths, which signal our digestive system to start working. So what we're going to do here, we're going to breathe in and out through our nose. So you can go ahead and shut your eyes and take a deep breath in, feeling your belly come into your hand, and then breathing out of your nose as well. Let's do that a few times. One more time. Now let's place our hands on our knees, dropping our chin, keeping our spine nice and straight, our lumbar and our thoracic spine, but feeling our neck coming forward. And we're going to go ahead and turn our head right and left. And then we'll pause and center, bringing our head back to level. Let's open up our arms and then bring our right arm on top, kind of giving ourselves a little hug. We're going to do some cat-cows. So as we inhale, let's bring our elbows up, looking up, and exhale, tucking our chin as we round. Doing this a few times, following your breath. The next time your elbows come up, let's pause and breathe, reaching our elbows up. And then we'll place our right hand on our knee, left arm behind us. Maybe your fingers are finding your thigh. We're going to inhale and lengthen, and exhale and twist. So twists are very good for our digestion, so we'll be doing some different twists today. Kind of wringing out our intestines. And then slowly release. Let's switch the cross of our legs. We're going to bring our arms behind us, inhaling, and this time bringing our left arm on top, doing a few more of those cat-cows. So inhale, looking up. Exhale, rounding as we pull our belly in. So noticing some of these small details, but still moving in ways that feel good to your body. You have that gut intuition as to what you should and shouldn't do, and you should always follow that. Now, next time you come up, let's pause and breathe. And then we'll place that left hand on our knee, right arm behind us. Inhale, lengthening our spine. Exhale as we twist. And your fingers can possibly find your thigh. And maybe you want to take your left hand and just give a gentle pull on your knee to help with that twist. And release. We're going to place the bottom of our right foot on the mat. Hands are behind us. And let's move our knee a little bit in and out, noticing how our hips feeling today. And then we're going to go into a deer pose. So we're going to have our left leg parallel to the front of the mat, back leg parallel to the back, but you can have, as much bend as you need in your knee. It does not have to be at 90 degrees. So this is where you can kind of do what feels right to you. And we're going to bring our arms to the left, pressing our hands into the mat. Let's do a little twist, turning our body to the left. And then we'll slowly fold down, completely relaxing our arms, our legs. Forehead is on the mat. I flow with attention to detail, but release the unattainable desire for perfection. And we'll slowly press up. Let's place our hands behind us, and we're going to focus on pressing our right hip towards the mat. So we're sort of twisting to the right, feeling this little stretch in our back and our spine. And release. Let's go ahead and do the other side. So right knee is out, left foot is flat, hands are behind us. And let's move our knees in and out a few times. Our left knee. Maybe this hip feels a little different than the other one. And then we'll go ahead and get our alignment here for our deer pose. So right leg parallel to the front, left lower leg parallel to the back. Let's place our hands, give a gentle push as we twist to the right. And then very slowly fold down. And you can stack your forearms if you'd like, or have your forehead down. This is where you kind of decide what you want to do. Completely relax. I trust my gut intuition and redirect for my higher good. Now we'll slowly press up. Let's bring our hands behind us, and once again, this time on the left side, see if you can kind of press your left butt cheek towards the mat as you bend your elbows and look left, maybe maybe slightly pulling in your belly. And then we'll release. We're going to turn to the right and go into a tabletop pose. So we're going to take our time with these cat-cow movements. So wrists are under our shoulders, knees are under our hips. Let's tuck our chin and really round our back, pulling in our belly. And then slowly let your belly sink as you look up and inhale. Let's do a few more of these nice and slowly, feeling your fingertips pressing down, noticing how the weight feels on your wrists, noticing how your spine is feeling. One last time. Then we'll pause in neutral. We're going to lift our left leg up, keeping our foot flexed like we're pressing the bottom of our foot towards the ceiling. Pausing here. And then we'll round our back, pulling our knee towards our nose, pulling in our belly. And then we'll slowly place that foot in between our hands to come into a low lunge. So you can adjust your legs so they're hip width distance. And we're going to reach our arms up to the sky and then hands at heart center. Now this is another one where you can sink a little lower or you can come up a little bit, whatever feels good to you. And you can stay just like this, or you can twist a little bit to the left, pausing here. Or you can take your right elbow to the outside of your left knee and maybe look back towards your left elbow. So feel like you're lifting your body, pressing your hands together. Maybe you're squeezing your right glute muscle. And then slowly back to center. Let's place our left hand down on the mat, reaching our right arm up. Maybe the top of your left arm is gently pushing your knee out. If you want, you can come up on your fingertips, really feeling this length in our spine with this twist. And then we'll drop that right hand down. Left hand on our left knee, maybe sinking your pelvis a little, letting the inside of your foot come out, getting this nice stretch to our hips. And breathing. And release. Let's come back into tabletop. Move our hips a little right and left. And we're going to do that same thing with the right leg. So let's lift the right leg up, keeping the knee bent. Foot is flexed like we're pressing our foot towards the ceiling. Pausing here. And with control, we're going to round our back, pulling our knee in, pulling our belly up, pressing through our hands, breathing, and then gently placing that foot on the mat, adjusting your legs where they feel good, inhaling your arms up and down to heart center. So this is where you have your options. You can stay like this. You can do a little twist to the right. You can bring your left elbow on the outside of your leg, looking back, squeezing your left glute. And if you want, you can even sink a little lower and breathe. Enjoying this twist. And back to center. Let's plant our right hand down, reaching our left arm up. Once again, you can come up on your fingertips if you'd like. You can press your leg out a little bit. Breathing. And then we'll release that left hand down. Let's place our right hand on our right knee, letting our knee fall out. Inside of our right foot comes up. Left elbow can bend, sinking as low as you'd like and breathing. And slowly release. Let's walk our hands to the long edge of the mat. We're going to come into a wide-legged forward fold. So take your time, palms are flat, letting your body and your head hang heavy.
And then we'll take our left hand out in front of us and reach our right arm somewhere on our left leg. And kind of let your weight fall back like it's coming on your heels. And your right arm can kind of pull, maybe your elbow bends, you're looking left, getting this little twist. And let's do that on the other side. So planting the right hand probably off the mat, grabbing your left leg, bending that left elbow so you're getting a little twist, maybe bringing your weight a little bit backwards. And release. Let's slowly heel toe our feet together. We're going to take our time coming down on our bottoms. So we're going to come all the way down with our knees bent, feet flat. Let's reach our arms overhead, really giving a long stretch. And then we'll slowly drop our arms down, maybe having a bend in your elbows. We're going to do a few windshield wipers, letting our knees fall right and left. Now let's straighten our left leg, clasping our right shin, pulling our knee towards our right shoulder. This is called wind removing pose. It's a great pose to give a little compression to our digestive system. Our digestive system and our stomach and everything there is so important for our immune system, what we put in our bodies to help us stay strong and very healthy and vibrant. Now we'll take our left hand and gently guide our knee to the left, keeping a bend in our right elbow. Think about pressing your right shoulder blade down. So your right knee is just letting gravity sort of pull it down, but you're focusing on keeping your shoulder blades down. So again, this little attention to detail in this twist. Now we'll straighten our right leg. Let's clasp our left shin, giving that squeeze towards our left shoulder. Relaxing our right leg, your toes can fall out. And then we'll slowly guide that knee to the right, going into this twist, pressing our left shoulder blade down. Right arm is just sort of relaxing on your leg as you breathe. And release back. Let's place the bottoms of our feet together, letting our knees fall out in this reclined butterfly. And you can keep your hands on your thighs, or you can raise your arms overhead. We've done lots of little movements to warm up our hips, so this is a great time to give them a little stretch. Really sinking down, letting the earth hold you. Virgo is that mutable earth sign, very grounded, very open to change, flexible. Good time to clear things out, go through that junk drawer, clear your space. Now let's keep our left leg and our left arm where they are. We're going to take our right hand and grab the outside of our right foot to do a half happy baby. So your right knee is about 90 degrees, and you can kind of let your right elbow bend. You're just kind of letting your arm help your foot come down. And with this one, you can keep your left arm up, or you can place your hand on your left thigh, giving it a gentle push. So you're pulling with your right hand and pushing with your left. Relaxing your face. And slowly release. Let's do that on the other side. So we're grabbing the outside of our left foot, Once again, you can keep your right arm up, or you can give a gentle push to your right thigh as you pull your left foot down. And slowly release. Let's grab our knees and do some circles, letting our feet relax. Noticing how our back and our hips are feeling. Circles the other way. And then we're going to slowly straighten our legs into Shavasana. And before we relax for just a minute or two, we're going to place one hand on our belly, one hand on our heart, and do 3 more of those deep diaphragmatic breaths, breathing in and out of our nose. So take a deep breath in, feeling your belly rise under your hand. Gentle exhale. 2 more. Open up our palms to relax here in Shavasana. I flow with attention to detail, but release the unattainable desire for perfection. I follow my gut intuition and redirect for my higher good. Let's deepen our breath, finding a little movement in our fingers and toes. Maybe you want to bring your legs together and do a long body stretch. And then slowly make your way back to a seated position. Thank you so much for joining me today for this Virgo season practice. Remember, you do not have to be perfect to show up as your authentic self, and that is great. And also, take some time in this season to really think about and reassess where you are, your routines, your habits, and how you want to move forward for your higher good. Thank you so much for practicing with me. I appreciate all the comments and the likes you guys give, and I really hope to practice with you all again soon. Have a wonderful Virgo season.